What's going on, everybody? I am Selna Kim, your host, America's face of dating, and I'm here to talk about really just what to do when you can attract women, but you can't seem to really talk to them effectively and actually make them like you. I actually have a DM, or actually it is an email from a viewer, and he's basically he's saying that he can attract women, like his looks can attract women. He's been hitting the gym, he's been getting buff as fuck, whatever it is, man. And he just can't seem to really just, I guess, have that like mentally like make her like you part of it, that confidence part about all this. And so, as you can see, we're about to go through that. And if you guys need help, make sure to reach out to me on Instagram. Send me the word like arrows, or actually let's make it purple monkey. If you guys watch this video and you guys need help, send me that code word and we'll know that you guys are from YouTube. And so, without further ado, let's get into the email here. So he goes, "Yo, what's up, man? How you doing today? I really appreciate all the work you've been doing for us. Dude, I'm doing fucking amazing, man. I just got a fresh haircut. As you can see, we faded up the sides. My girlfriend just left. She was here. She spent the weekend with me. We had crazy tea parties all weekend, of course. And I'm doing fucking amazing. I just had a green drink as well. I just juiced my vegetables, had an amazing green drink. I feel fucking great, dude. So I hope you're doing great as well for the viewer. And so I'm here to charm your pants off, man, with my amazing content, my amazing voice. And what else do you have to say here? So he goes, I am 26 years old, just about to be 27. Cool. So you're right at the prime age, man, to be learning this stuff. I attract a lot of women with physical attraction. By the way, I just put my 1 million TikTok plaque up. This shit is badass, isn't it? Anyways, it's totally a different story. But he goes, I attract a lot of women with physical attraction. I am in need of help on how to approach and attract women mentally and psychologically. So you can already tell, like, using words like mentally and psychologically, like, he's pretty much overthinking the situation here. Like, basically what he's saying here is that he can attract women, like, he thinks that he looks good, which means that he probably gets approached by women sometimes, but he probably talks them out of liking him by being too boring or being too logical. Because, like, listen to what he says. He's like, I'm in need of help on how to approach and attract women mentally and psychologically. Like, he thinks this is all, like, a logical game here. When it's like, no, this is a simple game of emotions that you have to play here. It's like a chessboard game. Like, there are certain moves that you do on the chessboard that are going to align you for a better move in the long term. And there are worser moves you can make that are like desperate attempts and that get your pawns and your queen taken early. And so basically, yeah, like what I said here is that he looks good. So women are most likely approaching him, and that's how it is for a lot of my clients, especially in my program. They look good and they admit that. They're like, I think I look good, man. I hit the gym. I'm pretty healthy. I take my vitamins. I get my elements, like all that stuff in the body, and they look good. But they can't seem to really keep up the conversation. That's how I believe 97% plus of men are. And they have an ego about this stuff, right? They have this ego. They're like, I don't need help with women. But a lot of men actually need help with this stuff. And the guys that admit it and they actually just, they admit it and actually take action on it and actually get that mentor, like, and ask that question to that mentor, they tend to get just better results than the guys that have the ego. And so he then goes, I'm having a few confidence issues and I feel as though I bore women when they had high interest for me and start to lose attraction because of this. So there's a video I did. It was actually my very first video I ever put on YouTube. Just basically like signs that a girl's attracted to you. And that's where I break down on a color chart just where she's at interest-wise for you based on what she's doing. And over time, a girl will either, depending on how you treat the situation, she will either move towards the red zone, which basically means that she's becoming more attracted to you based on how you talk to her and what you're doing and your actions, XYZ. Or depending if you're being too much of a nice guy or too boring or you're being too predictable and you're double texting her and you're blowing up her phone. That's what's going to make her move back into the blue zone where she's cold, she's pulled away from you. And so what this guy's really needing is just like a breakdown really quickly of like what builds attraction and what loses attraction, right? What makes her lose attraction for you. And so let's just go one from one here. So something that makes a girl lose attraction for you is when you double text her. Let's say that you texted her at 11 a.m. She's going to work, right? You're going to work too, and you're like, good morning, hope you have a great day. She doesn't reply to that text, right? It's already a beta mail text that you send. I never recommend you send that text anyway. So I guess it's another one for the no chart. Don't send her good morning text early on when you're talking to the girl. That's relationship stuff. You're acting like it's a relationship, which we'll get to in a second. But basically, you don't want to. Let's say she doesn't text you back, and then let's say like 5 or 6 p.m. rolls around, and you decide to send her another text, and you're like, hey, just making sure you got my last text. That screams neediness. And a man that's not needy, that doesn't need the girl, is what kind of man the girl will eventually actually fall for, and she will eventually actually want and fall in love with. And so that's 2 for the no. Let's talk about the yes column. So what you want to do, against what modern day society will teach you, is that especially in the beginning stages of the relationship, let's say after the first night of meeting her, you don't want to just go right into texting her. You kind of want to pull away a little bit. And this is actually a really good tip here. Let's say we're kind of jumping ahead, but let's say that you just slept with the girl for the first time. Most guys blow their chances of kind of taking that power back in the relationship because the girl, whether the guy likes it or not, the girl has the power up until the man sleeps with her. And it's because girls, they control the access to the walls, right? They control the access to getting together, and they control the access to, are we going to be in a relationship or not? And they control the access to, the good stuff. So it's like, up until the point of when you sleep with her, she basically has the power. And after you sleep with her for the first time, that's when the man actually gains some control over the power. But a lot of guys don't realize that, and then they go losing it, and they go like blowing up her phone, and they go like talking about how much in love they are with her, and blah, blah, XYZ. And it actually makes her lose attraction. So what you want to do is that after you slept with her for the first time, you kind of want to pull back a little bit, because a good woman, after you slept with her and she gave that up to you, she's going to be like, it was really special, and I don't do that often, so it must mean that this guy's pretty special to me. And so let me text him and see just exactly where he stands after I did this. Maybe he's turned off. Maybe he doesn't like me anymore. A good woman will hit you up. A bad woman, she will just be mad that you're pulling away from her, and she will go get dicked down from another guy. So you don't want to pursue a woman like that. So it's an instant tell whether the girl is good or bad. And so that's a yes column, right? Let's give you one more for each. So for the no column, another one I was going to talk about is that you must let the woman come to you. Okay, most guys, they are, like I said, blowing up her phone. They are on the first date. They're trying to schedule the second date on the first date, and that shows desperation. And what does desperation mean? Desperation means that you don't have control of your current state. It means that you don't have control over your life, and desperate people are in need. Think about a beggar. They're desperate for money, so they're trying way too hard, right? You're probably starting to get the picture now. Don't try way too hard. Instead, on the first date, let her wonder about you. Let her wonder, is he into me? Does he like me? Or, how does he feel about me? And let her text you after the first date. And also because this guy said he has a problem with boring women. Instead, you want to figure out things that you can clash with her with. Figure out her interests. For example, let's say that she likes Dasani water, let's say, and you're more of like an Essentia fan, right? You want to be like, oh my gosh, like you like Dasani? Oh my God, I gotta teach you about water, babe, because you have such a bad taste. You are clashing with her, and competition and challenge, that builds attraction with a woman. Instead, guys are like, oh yeah, Dasani's really good. That's really good water right there. No, don't do that fucking beta male shit. What are you thinking? You want to clash with her. When everyone zigs, you want to zag, okay? That's something for the no column. Now for the yes column, I guess we kind of answered that. When she tells you something she likes, let's say it's like, for example, she likes a certain type of candy, and you think that candy's gross, don't agree with her. Instead, challenge her on that. Even if it's something you like, be like, that's good, but I think you can do so much better, right? And also, here's one more key tip for the yes column. If she's, let's say you want to do you want to do stereotypes, which sounds so bad in modern day society. They'll tell you, oh, never do this. Oh, they'll cry about it. Don't listen to them. Listen to me, because I'm going to get you results. They're not, okay? You want to take advantage of stereotypes. For example, let's say that she's from Texas. You want to say things like, oh, where's your cowboy boots? Where's your cowboy hat? Aren't you supposed to go to a rodeo tonight? Oh my gosh, do you have a lasso wrapped around your, like, where's your lasso at? You want to tease them on being from where they're at, and you got to think about where they're from. Think about ways that you can tease her and have fun with her like that and playfully challenge her. That's the key to making any girl attracted to you, okay? So if you need my help, reach out to me on Instagram and also comment below what you want to hear more of. And also make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I will see you in the next video.